Today on the Euro Truck Podcast, StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void releases November 10th, Fallout 4 system specs not coming anytime soon, and Garry's mod is getting a sequel. Hello and welcome to the Euro Truck Podcast with Andrew C.
And Jefferson B.
And a spider lady.
Oh, Spider Lady? Well, that's a quite interesting name.
Yep, spider lady.
Well, Spider Lady, what are you doing up to today?
League and videos.
Oh, that sounds pretty similar to me, except for the League. I didn't play League today. I played it the other day, but not today. I spent all day.
I need to make a video for tomorrow, actually. Yes, on this video will be tomorrow.
I spent all day making recording reviews.
I'm so sorry.
That was quite rude.
I thought I was putting on my turn signal.
You thought you were putting your turn signal on and we're actually braking.
Yes. Well, no, I shut off my engine.
Well, here's an update. I'm going to download a mod for Fallout New Vegas right now.
Oh, really now? What kind of mod?
To all of you who have played Borderlands, you know when you hit something, the numbers pink off of them, of how much damage you do?
Oh.
Yeah, it adds that into Fallout.
Aha.
Cool.
Well, speaking of Fallout, we've got a little bit of Fallout 4 news. The Season Pass, which everyone kind of expected would happen, is going to be $30, and you'll get access to, theoretically, all the DLCs. They say supposedly it'll be worth about $40, but, you know, that's kind of arbitrary from the developer.
No. They said it's going to be $30, but approximation of the amount of all the DLC together will be equal to $40.
Right, they said it'd be worth about $40.
I actually saw it.
They said it'd be worth about $40. But the question is, will it really be worth $40, or are they just saying that? Because it's a lofty promise to say, hey, we're going to make a bunch of DLC for this game, but they could never do it. They could make one DLC and just be like, oh yeah, that would have only been $5, but you bought the Season Pass and you paid $30. You know, like it requires a decent amount of trust from the developer. So I mean,
but it gives the developer, I feel, that that adventure capital, so they have like some money to actually play with.
Yes, that would be true if it wasn't Bethesda.
True, despite the fact that this is Bethesda, that's kind of the kicker here.
Like anyone else, yeah, agree. Bethesda, I don't think they need the extra money.
Yeah, true.
You know, like the pre-order, like they don't need to get the money back from development for pre-orders.
Why did they have to try to do the pay for mods on Steam? I like how Fallout 4 is the epitome of the apology for it.
Like, yeah, we're sorry we did that. That wasn't a good idea.
But here's Fallout 4. Hey, we forgot about what you did.
What did you do again? I don't remember. But, yep. Speaking of things that they haven't done yet, the system requirements for Fallout 4 are not coming anytime soon, apparently. They said they don't even know what they're going to be yet. Apparently that you can't make the testing go any faster to figure out what the requirements will be. So we
wait. We sit and we wait.
We will sit and wait for that to know whether your computer will be useless to play Fallout 4.
Yeah, although I've noticed the games are getting more scalable. I think like anybody who has a classified gaming rig is still able to play things. It's just a question of how awesome.
Yeah, how awesome is it gonna look? So. And that's what most people want to know. There's a lot of people who are waiting to upgrade computers. Dr. Ubershadow is one of them who will be upgrading his computer specifically for Fallout 4.
You mean actually buying a new computer?
That's an upgrade.
There's also plenty of other people who are planning to do the same thing. My engine malfunctioned! Oh, it started again. Never mind. All good. There's plenty of other people who plan to upgrade or fully replace their computers so that they'll be able to play Fallout 4 on the highest setting. And it's a little hard to be able to do that if you don't know what the system specs are going to be.
Right.
Because that could be the difference between needing a $700-800 computer and needing a $2,000 computer, or even a $1,200 computer and then needing a $2,000 computer.
Right. Will
You know.
you need that second Titan Black? Nobody knows. But we'll find
Exactly.
out.
Exactly. So that's that. Hopefully they know some amount earlier than November 10th, because that's going to be kind of late notice for everyone who wants to play it day of.
I'm currently testing that mod I installed.
Yeah? Is it all the happiness that you hoped it would be?
I don't know. I think I'm putting too many mods in this game.
I don't know. You might be.
No such thing. You can never have too many mods.
Oh, this mod also gives you a health bar over enemies, like over everyone's head.
This sounds a bit like cheating. Oh, big turn.
I beat
Dude,
this game
have you
like
ever
3
played
times
Borderlands?
already.
Have you ever played Borderlands?
I played Borderlands, but I've not played Fallout.
Where's
We
everyone?
should do that. We should play Borderlands.
You mean
at some
we
point.
should go back to playing Borderlands?
Yes, but this time now that I'm actually like at my house with a stable internet connection and
Did you find the big corner?
no, you're gonna have to see it in the replay. I literally like missed my turn, and in doing so went into that nice little patch of grass that's next to an off ramp. So
yes, you ran into a giant. You missed the curve.
and then I rolled.
Ah, very good.
It's almost like it's almost like I wish there was ragdoll physics, but speaking of ragdoll physics, see that segue there?
Yeah, that was
the
pretty
new
good.
Garry's Mod sequel coming out. Always exciting, always exciting. Not Garry's Mod 2 though.
Yeah, it's also
Who
not
knows?
coming out necessarily anytime soon.
It comes out when they feel like it.
They're like, this is coming out someday,
It's a thing. It's in the works. It's
just
there.
like Half-Life 3.
That's
Might
cool.
come out
I
sometime.
just used Gary's mod to make some DeviantArt pictures.
Yeah. Well, the whole reason this came up was some people were like, "Hey, guy who makes Garry's Mod, why don't you raise the price on Garry's Mod? It's so popular. You should make more money off it." And then the guy was like, "Well, you see, we're already working on a sequel. That would be kind of silly at this point." And then that was it.
Wait, the guy who makes Garry's Mod. Is his name Garry?
It is Garry, but I just don't
It is
remember.
Garry.
I don't remember his last name. Might be Newman. Maybe Gary Newman. I'm not
Newman.
positive.
Newman.
I know.
Seinfeld reference, man.
Seinfeld
got it?
reference indeed.
Obligatory Seinfeld reference made.
Alright,
Cross that
Toll
off the list.
Plaza. Well, looks like we're not going to Mets.
No? Why not?
Because I'm at the Toll Plaza that we said we were going to.
Oh, well, stand by. Let me get to the Toll Plaza. Why don't you just pull off to the side and start
Alright.
talking about stuff and things?
I'll pull
like
into the.
leaked Star Wars footage.
Let me pull into this
That,
car
that,
park
that
here.
was leaked footage because I watched that.
Yeah, the
on
10-minute
YouTube.
video. You watched it? Yeah, that was leaked from the There's 10 minutes of Star Wars Battlefront footage that was leaked from the believingly leaked from the closed alpha. That's where people are saying that it probably came from.
Oh.
And I went to see it, right, and I couldn't. It was gone. It was already taken down.
Oh, I saw it when it first popped up.
Did it
Oh,
look
hey,
nice?
I'm gonna watch this. It looks like a Battlefront game.
Yeah.
If this is anything similar to when we had that one still from the Force Awakens, the new movie coming out.
Right.
I remember seeing on Gawker, it was like, here is one frame, and then within like an hour, Disney had sent a cease and desist order.
Was like, yeah, and take your frame down.
Exactly. And so they replaced it with an interesting picture of Luke Skywalker from the original trilogy.
Yeah. Yes, of course. So
They were in the update. They're like, well, if you were looking for something else, you were, but you can't. So we're sorry.
yeah, in theory, this 10 minutes of footage is probably still somewhere on the internet.
If it exists, it's on the internet.
It's probably
isn't that
someone's
a
got
rule of
it
the internet?
somewhere. It could be in a sketchy Dropbox link at this point, but you know,
True.
it's got to be out there. So I'm sure if you want to see that footage, you could find it somewhere.
I'm sure it's also on a sketchy Drupal website, but
Probably. Let's see here. So, it was announced today that StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void is going to come out on November 10th.
and the entire nation of South Korea just went woohoo.
You know, so if you've been waiting for that third and final chapter of StarCraft 2, you don't have to wait much longer than a couple months.
Isn't StarCraft 2 like 3 or 4 years old now?
Yep, this is the last chapter of it.
And I was complaining about waiting for the chapters for Tales from Borderlands.
Taking several months at a time. This one took several years to come out.
We are talking about the grandfather of all esports.
True. And we are talking about Blizzard, who has many IP to deal with, including many IP that hasn't come out yet.
Also that shooter that everybody was thinking about.
Yes, Overwatch. That's
That
exactly what I was talking about.
Yep. I'm on the beta list at least.
I'm theoretically on the beta list, not that it's happening anytime soon.
Yeah, not that
If
anybody's
I want to play if I
I
want to play a Team Fortress based game, I play Team Fortress.
I don't know. I want to try it because maybe it won't be as long as it's not as toxic. I'll play that instead.
mean, there are so many side-based shooter red versus blue type games. I mean, to pick your poison. I guess I could call TF2 or Team Fortress 1 like the original, like the OG of Fortress-like games.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to call them Fortress-like because then you get into the realm of Dwarf Fortress, which is very much not a shooter.
Just because it has the title of Fortress in it does not make it a first-person shooter.
Such in the same way that putting craft in a game does not instantly make it $1 million success.
Correct.
Looking at you, all forms of not Minecraft. All ye games who show up in my Bundle Stars emails hoping to make my buck.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looking at you, calling you on the floor. But if you want to send us a review copy, feel free to do so.
We'll still play it.
Yeah. Email us at Andy. What's the email for us?
Ghostincorporated.com.
What's the first part?
That's exactly the question.
That
Oh
was
dear!
that was a great-
Oh man! Oh, bad things have happened.
What happened?
I bumped into you and then rolled over. I'm at 100% damage. That email address that they can email that review copy is gonna be ghostincorporated@gmail.com. That's the email address.
Cool. So yeah, send us your quirky, you're tired, you're sad, you're possibly terrible games. You're actually terrible games. We'll review them.
Indeed.
And then we rip them to shreds, and then you take our review down.
Well, unless you're like the angry video game nerd, but that's his job. Where'd you go?
I had 100% damage.
Where'd you go though?
Dijon mustard.
Dijon mustard. All right, you're going to the repair place in Dijon.
I am at the repair. I'm leaving the repair now.
Oh, I was gonna say sit tight. I'll quest.
Okay, no problem. I'll come back.
To rendezvous. While I'm doing so, do we wanna hit up the tidbits?
Yeah, I got a couple tidbits for this week. These are, remember, not to quite full news topics, just things that have a little bit of information about them. And the first thing is that, remember we were talking about Dota 2 Reborn, which uses the brand new Source 2 engine. It's, I believe, the first game to use it. Is now just Dota 2. Any game you want to play any Dota game you want to play is going to be automatically the Reborn version. And then the other thing here is that the Need for Speed game, they're supposed to be doing a big fancy reboot for Need for Speed, and it was supposed to come out in November. And if you were looking forward to that and you're a good, big, happy Need for Speed fan, you're gonna have to wait till spring because it's been delayed.
Cool. So while I'm still in the middle of my side quest, what's everybody been playing this week?
Where did
League.
everybody go?
And Fallout.
Did my audio break?
I think that was evident by me mentioning
my audio
League
broke.
and Fallout.
Well, I wasn't sure if you'd played like any indie
Stand
titles
by.
or anything.
No, but I really need to start playing my. I bought when it was on sale when it first came out. I bought the Mega Man Legacy Collection,
Oh, okay.
which is
Is
Mega
that the
Man
one that
1 through
has-
6.
The whole kit and caboodle.
It's the entire the original Nintendo games.
Oh wow, that's pretty
It's
awesome.
Mega Man 1 through 6.
Okay, so you're gonna get one of those like classic NES controllers and hook it up.
No, I've been using my 360.
Oh, smart. Use what you got.
I would really like to use. I really would like to make a video for it for our channel.
Yeah.
But as I remember before, it's a Nintendo game, and they frown
Say
upon
no
that.
more. Yep. There's a lack of creativity coming from the Nintendo Society, but hey, they do what they gotta do. This week I picked up a little JRPG called Freedom Wars on my PlayStation Vita, which I thought was gonna be a really expensive game, and then looked it up, and it's only like $12, and I was like, score. So when I jumped and jaunted and cheerily walked down to my local GameStop and picked myself up a Vita copy, and I'm hooked. I am loving it. It's a great game, great story. It's got a really interesting usage of like a grappling hook mechanic combined with all of the lovelies that every JRPG fan knows and has grown accustomed to. Everything down to, hey, how big is your head actually within character customization?
That's an option.
Yeah, of course.
You can do that.
Of course.
That is
Welcome
a
to the
weird, very
Dude.
weird thing.
You need to play more JRPGs. Then it all makes sense.
I don't like the turn-based system.
Oh, not a lot of JRPGs are turn-based these days, actually. A lot of them are real-time combat. Like, Freedom Wars, which I'm playing this week, is a real-time combat game involving a really interesting use of grappling hook mechanics and, like, utilizing the world as an additional resource.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's a game worth checking out, especially since it's only like $12, and the player base has started to kind of dwindle. So maybe we can rise up the Ghost Ink army to go and revive that game.
Yeah,
What little army we have. I Interesting. What have you been playing this week?
I played pretty much just League of Legends. I needed to get some more IP, so I played a whole bunch of that so I could buy a new champion.
Did you save that screenshot of you doing extremely well?
Yes, it did. I do have that screenshot. We played a good game of Summoner's Rift, and I was playing Lux mid, and got my first A-.
Wait, what's an A-?
Means you did
There's
really good at your champion.
Rating system for every match.
Oh, because there's ranking.
Right. There's champion ranking now.
See, this is what happens when I don't play ranks.
No, it's just for playing the game at all. Like when you play Summoner's Rift games as champions, and as you get better at them, you unlock rewards for getting better at them.
Oh wow, is that a new thing?
It came out a couple months ago.
Man, I must have not played League in a while then.
Probably. Or just not noticed it.
Perhaps. I don't know, we'll have to see.
So, yep, that's all I've played.
Okay.
Next week is actually going to be our 1-year anniversary of the Euro Truck podcast.
Woo!
A 52nd episode. I have scaled a wall and my wheels are no longer touching the ground.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah! Oh. Yeah! That's how we do.
That's how we do.
And speaking of how we do, that is the end of our episode today. We will see you guys next week. But first, go ahead and hit that like button and the subscribe button down there, and you will get these videos to your sub box all the time. But we'll see you guys next week.